Okay, cool. All right, so what we did is, guys, I went ahead and sifted through some of your questions here, just pulled a bunch out at random, and then just compiled a couple thoughts and everything so we can ask this gentleman right here. This is Josh Highfield. Josh, wave to the kids.
Hey, guys.
Hey. All right, Josh is one of my best friends from the long, long ago, lives right down the street, and he's going to answer a couple of our questions about civil engineering, given the projects and everything that we've been working on recently. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Well, first we'll just do a couple real basic introductory stuff, like, for example, Josh. How long did it take you to become a civil engineer? A lot of people have that question.
So I had a bit of an unusual path in college. I started off in culinary arts or cooking, and it took me about 2 years within that to kind of find my way, and then I transitioned to civil engineering, and then another 4 years after that. So all in all, about 6 years for me.
Yep, cool. And now he's a terrific chef as well. So everybody wins here. Your wife wins. Basically. See, these are life skills, guys. It's okay to change your mind every once in a while.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You never know where life's going to take you.
Work hard to figure out what you want to do. Seriously.
Good advice. All right. Without further ado, let's go ahead down the list here. Let's see. We got Devin from 4A. Personally, what does it take for you each day when you're going in to really be a civil engineer? What does it take out of a person?
Okay, this is a good question. All of them are good questions, but honestly, I think one of the best skills that you can have is just a curiosity, a willingness to ask questions, even though they might seem dumb at the time, and you want to be as persistent as possible.
Cool, that's an awesome answer. Thank you. Okay, following up, let's see, we also have Emily Cummings and Jalen Swan. Let's see, we have, what is the coolest or perhaps the most memorable project you've worked on so far?
Okay, So the coolest project I ever worked on was the sinking of Monument Street in Baltimore City. So picture about 5 years or so, we have this earthquake. And then about 5 months later, all of a sudden, a full block of Monument Street in Baltimore City sinks into the ground. There's nothing left. Everything has just been washed away into the storm drain. So we worked with Baltimore City, we worked with a number of contractors to figure out a solution to, one, stabilize the area around the sinking, and two, rebuild the storm drain, and then three, rebuild the road on top of the storm drain.
Awesome. I remember watching those YouTube videos, and I'll pull one up as soon as this is done as well, so if I forget to, remind me, kids.
It was pretty unreal.
I remember that. It was insane. I just remember cars falling into the road, like,
oh yeah,
mouth of hell type of, nonsense. Crazy. Things you have to deal with. That's nuts. All right, let's see. Jilly from 1A. Do you work on a team? If so, how many people do you have to work with? So on and so forth. What does teamwork look like in the field of civil engineering?
Teamwork is honestly one of the most important things that you can. I guess one of the most important skills that you can have as a civil engineer. If I didn't mention that earlier, now's the time. So I work on a team of about 4 to 5 people in my company, and we do everything from permitting, planning, project management, design, and project oversight within the office. And so we are all very close-knit in on every single project that we work on. We know everything that's going on, we know everything that needs to be done, and we work really hard to communicate, I guess to kind of see where we need to get to.
Awesome.
On every single project that we work on.
Thank you. Good to know. Wow. So you said, how many people did you say? 5 or 6?
Yeah, about 5.
Wow, okay. I would have thought it was like way more.
Depends on the office. Ours is a bit unusual, but yeah, you can have anywhere from 5 to even 30 people on a team sometimes.
Cool.
Yeah. Sky's the limit, really.
Okay, let's see. Dan from 4B. This is Dan M. And looks like Sam also had this idea here. How do you organize your thoughts? like day to day, there must be a lot of information to process, a lot of things coming in and out. How do you keep all of that straight?
Well, this is a great question. I haven't completely figured it out just yet. But in general, I make a lot of lists, and I keep up with those lists as best as I can. So every day I start off with a to-do list, and every time somebody comes into my office, I take down what they say, because I guess in the day-to-day workings of office life, of working with other people, there's a lot of stuff that comes through, and there's a lot of stuff that can be forgotten. So, you're really just taking that extra step to write.
Maybe it's set on power saver. Okay, so splicing two videos together here because that just cut off for no apparent reason, but it looks like we did at least get to finish answering that question. Don't know why my GoPro is just cutting off randomly. Anyhow, moving right along then. Let's go ahead. Ashley is asking, how many projects do you typically handle in a year?
Oh, wow. So our office is very busy, which is a good thing, but I can handle anywhere from, I guess, 25 to 45 projects in a year.
Wow.
And this is at varying stages of design, so I'm not necessarily involved with the design of each project. I may be doing cost estimating, I may be doing permitting, I may be doing project management, or I may just be filling in a need. But yes, we work.
Let's see, we're almost done here. We have Emily Bowerman and Esther Lee from 4A. They are asking, what kind of classes from school are the most relevant for your career? And I guess in general, like, as far as math and sciences are related, how much of that actually shows up when you get started on a project?
Honestly, you really want to double down on your physics, on your mathematics, and on your general sciences, because every project is different. So on some projects, it can be as easy as just grading a site, but even still, you need to know what soils you're grading. You need to know what sort of conditions that you're planning for. You need to understand what sort of...
What are some of the general, subfields of engineering? And this is just a general question here. We know that there's, lots of stuff to get done, so how does that all break down?
Okay, so if I could break it down into three, there's general civil engineering, and that encompasses stormwater design, or stormwater management design, storm drain design, hydrology, hydraulics, and land development, which is grading and such. There's also geotechnical engineering, which is concerned with the soils under which a structure is being built or around. And I guess the third subfield would be structural engineering, which is concerned with the skeleton of a building. What it takes for a building to stand under certain loads, under certain pressures, and in the environment in which it's being situated.
And that's probably something that we're all a little bit more familiar with our last couple of projects. They just finished up with West Point and are currently constructing a couple bridges.
Nice.
So, yeah. All right. And finally, how much do you make now? And what is your, I guess your mean salary looking like down the road? What can you pull in from being a civil engineer?
Okay, so without going into, well, I guess I am going into specifics, but in general, expect to make out of the gate probably about 24 to 25 an hour. And really the sky's the limit in terms of where you want to go with the field. Some of my supervisors make 100K, 120K in today's dollars. Down the line, that could be even more. So,
true. All right, awesome. Josh, thank you so much. And, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Whoop! All right, signing out. Later.
Peace, guys.